killers don't just take lives, they consume them. This is the twisted story of Joe Metheny, a man who turned murder into something even more disturbing. A recipe. A serial killer who not only butchered his victims, but allegedly served their remains to unsuspecting customers as barbecue. Joe Roy Metheny was born in 1955 in Maryland. By his own account, his childhood was one of neglect and violence. His father died in a car accident, and his mother, struggling to raise 6 children, sent him to foster homes. Metheny would later claim this upbringing turned him into a monster, though his mother denied his tales of abuse. As he grew older, Metheny found work as a truck driver and frequented the dark underbelly of Baltimore. Homeless camps, drug dens, and the streets where vulnerable people vanished without a trace. He blended in, hiding his gruesome desires behind the mask of an everyday man. Metheny's killing spree allegedly began in the early 1990s. His first victims, 2 homeless men he believed had helped his wife leave him. Fueled by rage and alcohol, he hunted them down and slaughtered them with an axe. But the thirst for revenge turned into something far more sinister. Metheny discovered that taking lives gave him a twisted sense of power. He didn't stop. He didn't want to. Metheny's victims were often women struggling with addiction or homelessness. People society wouldn't miss. He lured them in with drugs or a promise of shelter. But once inside his world, there was no escape. He would strangle, stab, or bludgeon them to death. But what came next is what truly cemented his place in the annals of horror. Metheny didn't just dispose of his victims. According to his chilling confession, he ground up their flesh, mixed it with pork and beef, and sold it to unsuspecting customers at a roadside barbecue stand. For years, people unknowingly consumed human flesh, believing they were eating regular pulled pork or burgers. The thought alone is enough to turn your stomach. But for Metheny, it was all part of the thrill. "You've probably eaten human meat," he reportedly told investigators, "and you didn't even know it." In 1996, Metheny's reign of terror came to an end. He was arrested after attempting to lure yet another woman into his lair. This time, she escaped and alerted the police. When authorities arrived, they uncovered the true horror of his crimes. During his confession, Metheny was disturbingly open about his killings. He claimed to have murdered at least 10 people, though authorities could only confirm a few. He showed no remorse, laughing as he recounted his crimes. In 2000, Metheny was sentenced to life in prison without parole. He never got to see freedom again. In 2017, he was found dead in his cell at the age of 62. The story of Joe Metheny is more than just another true crime case. It's a reminder of how evil can wear a familiar face. How someone can serve food on the roadside one day and butcher bodies the next. So next time you stop at an old roadside food shack, just remember, Do you really know what's in your meal? Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Bleak Eye, and I hope you've enjoyed. What are your thoughts on Joe Metheny? Did we miss anything? Let us know down below, and leave a suggestion of anyone you'd like to see featured in a future chapter while you're at it. If you liked this video and want to see more like these appearing on your feed, click the subscribe button to keep up on the latest episodes, and feel free to leave a like on the way there. Thank you once again for your valuable support.